Hey, welcome to this mini training video. My name is 𝗲𝗍𝗶𝗿𝗲 and I'm a spiritual business coach. I help online coaches become six-figure new earth leaders using spiritually infused mindset, marketing, and sales strategy. And I'm so glad that you're here today. Why? Because I'm going to be going over the 3 steps to help you become a more embodied coach and new earth leader. Embodiment is so important. What is embodiment? I like to think about it as being fully in your body, in your being, in your center with who you are, what you're here to do, and what you have to offer. And when you are fully embodied as a coach and as a new earth leader, that's where you're really going to have the highest impact that you are capable of having. Because energy doesn't lie, right? People are going to know when there is a leader who is questioning their abilities and maybe isn't as confident in what they're offering versus someone who's like, I know who I am and what I'm here to do, and I'm here to rock your world. So my goal is that by the end of this episode, that you actually walk away with practical tools to help you in this embodiment process. But just know this isn't going to be something that you do overnight. Now, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit subscribe below so that you never miss an episode. Why? Because I'm giving you free trainings. These are literal free trainings that I do inside my actual coaching practice with my paid clients, right? So, and you're getting them for free, which is great because that's what I'm here to do. So if you haven't yet, hit that button. All right, now let's go ahead and dive right in. The first step to become more embodied as a coach and new earth leader is to remember who you really are. Do you remember who you really are? That you are this infinite being of love and wisdom and guidance. Maybe yes, maybe not, maybe you're on the road too, but some actual practical ways to really I'm not even going to say find, but for you to remember who you are self-realization practices, right? So meditation is huge. I would not be where I am today if it weren't for meditation. Journaling, reflection, even just simple stillness, right? Being in nature. That is when you are going to remember who you really are. It's not going to be just like an ayahuasca journey or a mushroom trip. It's going to be a collective of these habits of the space that you create for yourself to be with just yourself. Let that sink in for a second here. Because so oftentimes we try to quiet that opportunity to just be with ourselves. We'll like numb or go on our phone. So just start to notice those habits and come home to yourself. And this is where like having a morning routine is going to be really important. Meditating very often and consistently so that you truly never forget who you are and what you are capable of, which is like huge things, by the way. And on top of this, it's really about peeling back the layers of the ego, of what society has told you are, your family, your loved ones, of all of the labels and identities that we've been given since the moment that we were born. It's about peeling those layers back. That's why giving yourself the space and the time to do this is so important, because you'll start to come home to that seat of awareness of the observer of who you actually are. This is going to be a never-ending practice, by the way. The second step to becoming more embodied is dropping into your body. Right? It makes sense, but we often like overthink this or overlook this. But doing things that align your mind and your body, activities, are going to be so important here. So we're talking like dancing, yoga, if it's for you like other types of workouts. Like for me, it's surfing as well. That is going to practice that muscle. It's going to strengthen that embodiment muscle for you just because you're simply giving your body movement while also being aware of that movement. So I really like yoga as well because you are connecting the breath to the body, right? It's about starting to become aware of the body and the physical space that it takes up. Doing body scans as well, right? So meditations where you're actually doing body scans, you're bringing your awareness to like your fingertips, your your nose, your chest, your toes, and everything in between. That is then going to prepare you for step 3. Step 3 is engaging in somatic practices. So this is where we take step 2 and we go one layer deeper, where you're starting to now bridge your emotional being to your physical sensation, to your physical body. So what this means is you start to take note of the ties between your emotions and your body. So for instance, say you're feeling really like frustrated about something and you're like really angry, and in the moment you're like, I just want to like hit something, drop into the body, right? You've been doing number 1 and number 2, so now you're able to drop into the body and feel in the body where you're feeling this anger, this frustration, right? Is it in the chest? Is it in the right shoulder? That's my left shoulder, but you know what I mean. Is it in your stomach? And then what you'll start to notice is there is an energetic connection between what you feel in your physical body and your emotions. And just by simply giving yourself the space to feel it, this energy will start to move through the body. Otherwise, it gets stuck. And when it gets stuck, that's how you create disease, dis-ease. Your body's energy flow is not in ease. So it's really important that you're feeling your shadows, your emotions, your triggers in the body. So I guarantee you, the more that you move through these steps and you start to incorporate these practices into your daily routine, you are going to start to shift timelines. You're going to start to reprogram old patterns. You're going to let go of things that no longer serve you so that you can fully show the fuck up. Show up as you are meant to show up. And I so believe in you that you are fully capable of doing this, but it's not going to be easy. If it were easy, then everyone would do it. But you're not everyone. You are feeling this very special call to be a leader for a very particular reason. So own that and trust that, and know that I'm here to support you every inch of the way. So that's it for this week's episode. I'm sending you so much love. Until next week, happy living.